There has been a growing demand for shallow spring tine cultivators in the past few years. Vibrating spring tines turn these implements into true all-round machines that can handle a wide variety of different applications, from incorporating stubble and break crop to seedbed preparation. This is the type of work where the Horsch Cruiser XL cultivators are at home. Traction magazine had the opportunity to take a closer look at the 12-meter wide flagship. This is, apart from limited channel spring tine harrows like the Kirkeling All-Rounder, currently the biggest spring tine cultivator for shallow cultivation in the market. The Cruiser 12 XL has 6 toolbars with a total of 81 tines, spaced at 90 cm for 15 cm line spacings. The bars themselves are spaced uniformly at 70 cm. The underbeam clearance is 60 cm. Tractor input power should be generous. The Cruiser 12 XL is happy with 500 horsepower and more, says Horsch. Upon arrival in the field, the 5 individual sections lower into work in 2 sequences that are controlled from 2 spools. In the first sequence, the packers and field wheels move automatically into position. This sees the central packer and the transport running gear swap positions, with the transport wheels swinging up and over the packer. On the headland, the Cruiser is raised out of work. Support now comes from the entire 12-meter wide packer and the leading large-diameter twin wheels. This solution cuts out any machine bounce during headland turns. The 2 leading twin wheels are pivoting to assist with the steering. Of course, the packer is exerting a certain degree of scuffing and the mountings are exposed to diagonal strain during the turn. Like all high-capacity Horsch cultivators, the Cruiser has its depth adjusted by fitting distances of various sizes and clips. These are stored on the jockey wheels, the drawbar, and the packer arms. It is not possible to change the depth quickly on the move, but many customers are not keen on that either, says Horsch. True eye-catchers are the new spring tines and their unusual design, which sees the double coils positioned in front of the toolbar and the shaft running over the bar to rear. This configuration increases the vertical clearance by 10 centimeters. The next special feature is the fact that these spring tines are tensioned by a plastic wedge, which leads to an increased tripping force of 150 kilograms. This, says Horsch, makes for a working depth of up to 15 centimeters. The company says that the tines penetrate even very hard ground very effectively. They will not bounce back or start deforming under permanent strain. The double roll-pack packer consists of 550mm diameter channel rings. This is the only type of packer that is available for the 2 top-end models. A new feature on the double roll-pack packer for the Cruiser 12 XL is its pivoting suspension. Not only does this provide depth adjustment, but also adjustment to the current soil conditions. All the operator has to do is fit the limit stops on the leading press. This can then work at the same depth as the rear press, for example. Or slightly, in light soils, it can be raised to some extent to avoid pushing soil or sinking into the ground. The same applies to the top limit stop, which allows for upward travel in hard and stone-strewn soils. Tucked between the packer and the tines on the Cruiser 12 XL is a gang of curved discs, which is mounted on the packer arms. Cranks on the arms make the necessary depth adjustments, or to deal with different work rates or different types or amounts of trash. Cultivating a field of stubble, the Cruiser 12 XL left a clean and tidy finish. In all our tests, we had to use the 50mm bar point tines, which are made from hardened steel. These were necessary to break up the hardened soil that was found in many parts of Germany after the extremely dry summer of 2019. In normal conditions, you would fit the 200mm duck feet for the first cultivation pass. Horsch also offers narrow tines, which are 80mm and 100mm wide, and which are also offered in hardened quality. The tines performed well at depths of 6 to 7 centimeters, penetrating and maintaining the depth effectively. Stay tuned for more test videos to follow here on Traction Channel.